ASUS is definitely one of my favorite companies when it comes down to PC parts, and this ASUS ROG Strix B650A motherboard, I have used this so many times just because of the way that it's designed. It literally looks like a futuristic cyborg robot. That's what it reminds me of, and it honestly pairs really well with one of the Cooler Master AIOs. I forget what the AIO is off the top of my head. We literally used this with this motherboard a couple of weeks ago in a different computer that I built for somebody, but I've used this so many times. I literally have like 3 other computers that I'm building for people with this. It supports good DDR5 memory. Forgot to say to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment.
I hate saying it just as much as you probably hate me saying it, but if I do not say it, like 1% of you will actually do it.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And when I say good DDR5 memory, in other words, you can use a good pair of DDR5 memory or set of DDR5 memory and actually use an XMP profile without your computer crashing nonstop. There's a bunch of like gaming-centric features because it's a ASUS motherboard. Just a really quick example here is that it has the new Wi-Fi 6E adapter that comes with the motherboard, and it also has very high quality audio codec for those of you that are looking to get into music or editing audio, podcasts, etc. And then the third pro is that it's built out of high quality materials because it's an ASUS motherboard. It has all of the new stuff that you're going to want out of the motherboard. If you have like 4 different RGB components in your computer, boom, there's 4 RGB headers for you. There's a lot of like headers and stuff to plug into the actual motherboard. So like that's very nice. You're not going to need to get any adapters or anything like that because you're running out of headers to plug stuff into, which is, I recommend that anyway because it makes the computers look cleaner and more aesthetically pleasing because there's not a bunch of cables running to the motherboard. But ASUS is going to be one of the first companies that have the quote-unquote wireless motherboards, or in other words, the motherboards where all the adapters are on the back. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of those, and I can't wait. I'm hoping that either Height or Lian Li make the first case for those motherboards because those are my favorite cases to build in. They feel very premium. The Height case feels very premium. It feels very high end when you're building a computer in it. Same thing with the Lian Li. It feels very premium. It feels very high end when you're building in it. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't have a bunch of like cables. Like, just as a really quick example, and anybody that's ever built a computer knows exactly what I'm talking about here. This is a very small, simple little thing here, but the front AIO, the front panel connectors, with Height and Lian Li, it's one cable, it's one plug. You just plug it in. You don't have like 10 different little teeny weeny plugs that you have to get 2 inches away from your motherboard in order to plug in. So yeah, man, this is a great motherboard. I highly recommend this. This is from ASUS. I love this company. So yeah.